Well, the idea for this product came about when I was talking with my wife one time, and she told me to come up with a solution for organizing jewelry. She said that would be something that she would buy, and she felt it was a pretty good idea. So I decided, well, let's give it a shot. I wrote it down in my journal of ideas. And one day I was talking with my business partner down in Texas, and we were talking about some other ideas. And one thing led to another. He started talking about some magnets, and wouldn't it be cool if we could do this and that with them? And when he was talking about the magnets, I was thinking about the jewelry stand for some reason, and the two came together, and I realized, hey, this could work. So that basically was the beginning of what we now call Julies. I started creating some conceptual drawings of how the stand would work, what it would look like. I did some research to see what was already out there and available, and talked it over with him, told my wife about it, and we thought it was a worthy product worth pursuing. So I started to price out all the various types of magnets. I went overseas basically because the price of the magnets here were so expensive. So we got good pricing, but we had to meet higher minimums. So we knew we could make it work depending on how many people would back this project or how many sales we could make of this jewelry stand. So once that was settled, I sourced the steel tubing locally, and I got what I needed according to the drawings, and I started to look for a welding shop to make all the prototypes. Well, welding is something that I never really learned, so I didn't really have much choice in doing it myself in this particular project. So after getting them prototyped, I put them out for bid locally to see what kind of cost I would get to have them made. Unfortunately, it was pretty expensive. I mean, most of the local welding shops charge quite a bit of money per hour to do this type of work. So it was too expensive to make it feasible. So I turned to my contacts in China, and I received some acceptable bids from there. I had them make us up some samples, and once they sent us the pictures and the samples, and we went back and forth with the drawings, I was satisfied with the quality, and we proceeded and went forth. So after seeing them and showing them to people here, we made some design revisions. We added an arched top to it to kind of soften the lines. We decided to add a wooden base to it to make it a little bit more, a little warmth to it and make it more aesthetically pleasing. So then after that was all taken care of and we felt the product was ready, we then turned our attention to shipping and that part of the equation. Shipping is something that is a pretty big deal. I mean, if you get a lot of orders, you don't want to have to be filling boxes. So we had no idea how many people would back this project, but as I've learned in the past, you have to be ready for anything. And large growth can actually kill a project just as fast as no growth at all can. So we had to do minimal interaction once they cleared customs. We knew that. They had to be able to just be, we had to be able to print out a label, put it on the boxes, and send them out with us barely touching anything, not having to pull things out or pack them or put them into boxes. So that was our goal from the beginning. So once that was worked out, we then worked on getting the best shipping rates from all the major carriers in the area. So we called FedEx, UPS, DHL, and the post office. So we got that taken care of. We have 3 facilities ready to meet demand and more than enough sources for the magnets. So whether we get inundated with a ton of backers or just to meet our goal, we stand ready to fill all of the orders without any hiccups. And by the way, just as a side note, each one of these stands, these prototypes that you'll see in the video that we're going to demo, cost in excess of $200 to create because you can't buy the steel by the inch. I mean, most welding shops charge you by the hour, and of course the magnets cost us a lot because we didn't want to order 20,000 of these things. So then you have the cost of the wood base and all the other parts that went in it, and even painting it, that costs money. So it wasn't cheap, but we felt it was worth it, and we think you will too. The last thing I had to do was get some jewelry to make this video. My wife has mainly rings, and so I needed to get that, and you'll see all that in the video. So in a nutshell, Julies is the only organizer that allows you to put your rings, your bracelets, and your necklaces, and even your earrings where you want. I mean, it's fully customizable by the user. Plus, it makes tangled bracelets and necklaces a thing of the past. The beauty about it is the magnets make it easy to get to anything, anywhere, by just breaking them apart. And whether a necklace is on the far left, far right, in the front, in the back, it doesn't matter. You can get to it without having to pull them all off of there. So my wife, what she told me is most of the time you have to remove all the bracelets, to get to the very back one, or necklaces, whatever it is. So Julie's works by making all of that much easier. We also designed in a place to put your earrings all right on the same stand. So that's kind of a little extra option. So we try to think of everything. Obviously, I don't have earrings and a lot of this stuff, but we wanted to make it as versatile as possible. And my wife actually had separate stands for her earrings, one for her rings, and then one for her the few bracelets and necklaces that she had. She even had some hung on the doorknob and some on a little cable box inside the closet. The little door's slightly open, and so she had a few hung on there. So I'm sure you're beginning to see all the ways that you can customize a Julie's organizer, and in this video I hope that point has been made. So help us bring this versatile product to market. Back the project now, and then you can say you helped bring this product to market as an early adopter. Julie's, again, is the only user customizable jewelry organizer that consolidates everything easily into one spot, and you can get to any piece of jewelry that you need to at any point easily and quickly. Thank you for your support, and we hope you help us bring this to market. Okay, cut.